Okay, well, let's see what's going on here. Thought that this would be a very sensible thing to stream because obviously there's nothing less divisive than US politics, especially nowadays. So why not look at some Political Machine 2020 just to bring the whole family together, a fun little Sunday evening stream. This game is, if you've never touched it or looked at it, it's like a tycoon or management game. I think that its big draw is bringing the tycoon management genre to politics. I don't think it's actually a particularly amazing tycoon or genre, tycoon game or management game, but it does have. I mean, when you're playing tycoon or management games, typically you have to have some background interest in. Oh God, they're making me choose the difficulty. I'm going to flip a coin, and I'm gonna let you hear the coin being flipped. If I can get it. Can you guys hear me all right? Hello, Finish. Hello, D's Newts. Hello, Christian Fernandez. Hear that? All right. This is a €1 for my time in Spain. It's a combination map painter / tycoon game, says D's Newts. Video of the coiner I'm calling election fraud. Sounds good. Thanks, Finish. Finish, by the way, obviously I'm not as competent enough to make this thumbnail. This is Finish's, at least the background live stream is Finish is doing, so thank you, Finish. So we'll go with heads Democrat, tails Republican, just ordered left to right. I mean, I'm trying to express as little political. It is tails. Oh, well, I'm kind of disappointed. I think it would have been very interesting to run against Donald Trump in this, because he's the obvious candidate from the Republicans, but the Democrats, we're still left completely undecided, right? So it's in the U.S. politics, I do follow the political scene loosely, not too in depth, but at least a little bit. So right now there's this Super Tuesday coming up, all this stuff. So anyway, I have rolled tails, so I am going to be the Republicans. I'm also going to bring up the difficulty from normal to tough because. By the way, again, I'm not trying to express any political. What a great stream! Good job, Tortuga. You really thought this one through. I'm not trying to express any political beliefs or expound any political philosophy in this. I probably still will at some point, but it's going to be middle of the road stuff, or hopefully, just humorous commentary. Interesting. So mainly how I like to play this game is to treat it as a tycoon game. I'm going to pick the candidate who has the best skills, which is not a commentary on the political scene. It's just a commentary on Stardock Entertainment's view on the political scene. Christian Fernandez, I swear I will not go political. 5 drinks later. Yeah. So there's always the giant meteor who has a wonderful ideology. I wonder, can you see the ideologies? This is kind of a mistake that you can't see the idea. Former celestial body, giant meteor has traveled a very long way to eliminate the human race. Donald Trump. We got to read these. This is hilarious. Multi-billionaire businessman turned president. Trump has attracted disaffected vote. This seems like that's not funny at all. Can you overcome the growing threat of impeachment and ride a strong economy to another victory? George W. Bush. Come back to. This is immediately, by the way, my preference. I want George W. Bush to win for a third term. That just sounds awesome. Serving as 43rd President of the United States, George W. Bush successfully saw the nation through the 9/11 attacks, but his decision to launch the Second Iraq War is still seen as a major point of contention. Would his more traditional platform win over Republican voters of today? Interesting. So, compassionate conservative. I kind of like that. I mean, look, it's going to be extremely hard to have any of my political commentary not bleed through, but I think most people would agree. Let's just lump my comments in this way. I think most people would agree that George W. Bush, if you didn't like him or if you liked him, he was at least a patriot. He seemed to mean well. Whether or not whether the rubber always met the road, whether his hopes always were had the desired effects, or how do I say this? As this is going to be an amazing challenge for Tortuga to be as apolitical as possible, but at least the guy seems likable from the aspect that he was trying. He had good intentions, and again, no political comments, but there's certainly been some people who you'd wonder if that's the same. Yeah. We have Mike Pence, the current vice president. As governor of Indiana, Mike Pence gained attention in 2015 for his support of a religious freedom bill that was seen by some as discriminatory against LGBTQ couples. So so mainly I want to treat this as a Tycoon game, so we'll be just looking at who gives us the best chance to win. Mitt Romney, as a cold fish and with little minority appeal, does not strike me as a winner. Okay, gosh. Let me just read the stream, the chat. Compassionate conservative, be right back, just compassionately bombing the Middle East. Bush's special attraction to shoes. That's right. He was, the reference, he was attacked by somebody who threw shoes at him. Bush is a pro dodging shoes, though. Yeah, that's right. At least he can show sympathy. Romney's face haunts me. No. Yes. Did I run in 2012? Yes, I did. Did I lose in 2012? Well, that's a good question. A lot less candidates than some of the previous games, unfortunately, and no choice to play historical presidents like Lincoln. Dude, Lincoln, I mean, come on. He would have not a lot of starting money. But, God, charisma. I guess people might not say his charisma. Lincoln is my favorite president of all time. I think he was the best U.S. president, full stop. And I even think that there's a pretty significant gap between him and Washington. Washington was the second best in my opinion. I think this is very, again, I'm not espousing any crazy. And then I created somebody named Rich McDougal, who was, I gotta explain this. Don't go crazy. Rich McDougal is, I played as a Democrat in a test little run, and I just wanted to make a really terrible opponent for myself so that I was guaranteed to win. And I just wanted, we'll never speak of this again. Mitt Romney, let's look at his description. The former Massachusetts governor and 2012 Republican nominee. Romney's strengths include his business and management experience, though he is also sometimes criticized as being out of touch with the average person. I didn't know that he was criticized for being out of touch with the average person. I think that this is, again, just kind of a blanket statement. I think that's every politician ever. McDougal 2020. At least no one was that one guy during World War I. Woodrow Wilson, I didn't think he was that bad of a president. I mean, he had some issues, but he's not, terrible. I wouldn't put him in my top 10 worst presidents. Tortuga, the only way to hide your politics is to simultaneously embrace every political position. That way nobody can tell which one you actually believe in. Yeah, I was going to go with the opposite, just refuse every political position. But, I mean, Rich McDougal is pretty... Who doesn't like the Meteor School of Thought? This guy is a winner. And look at who isn't going to vote for a guy who has spiked shoulder pads. And a crown. He's not trying to bring a monarchy back. He's just... It's a fashion statement. So we can edit them. That's the interesting thing is you can make your own. You're given 10 points. Now, just in case you're wondering, I think all of these candidates, as far as stats go, have more than 10 points. So really, you're better off choosing an existing person. And somebody here said that there's not as many candidates as in previous ones. There's a lot more. I'm just going to go over to the Democrats for a moment. We should see. I mean, as soon as I chose a Republican nominee to run as, I would then have a choice to pick my opposition. So we have here all the familiar faces: Amy Klobuchar and Andrew Yang, the businessman, Bernie Sanders, Catherine Cortez. This is funny. This is the name I did not recognize. I don't know. Like, she's not in the running right now, so that's why I wasn't up on her. Elizabeth Warren, of course. Joe Biden. Massive comet. So massive comet versus giant meteor. That's what you can do. They're both in the giant meteorism school of thought. Michael Bloomberg, Pete Buttigieg, and Tulsi Gabbard. I thought Tulsi Gabbard being here is kind of a funny thing, but it's interesting. No historical candidates, no even previous candidates here, unless former Attorney General for Nevada, Catherine Cortez Masto, is a rising star in the Democratic Party. There we go. Yeah, Pete, they've lumped his minority appeal as little. Joe Biden's, is a lot. This is supposed to be one of his appeals as a Democrat. So there's Biden liberalism, there's establishment Democrat. Why Amy is an established Democrat, but Pete Buttigieg is democratic socialism? This, to my knowledge of these candidates, again, no reflection of my own personal beliefs, but just my knowledge of Pete Buttigieg and Klobuchar, they sit very similar. I would have expected them to be embracing the same ideology. And this is just some, like, you can think of it as like a skill tree that you can invest points into. Anyway, so again, we'll be probably trying to choose, maybe I'll make my own candidate to run against. Or maybe we'll pick two serious ones. You know what, I can do this magical thing that anybody who's doing a stream can do. I can deflect everything to a straw poll or to the chat. Facial hair makes you a trustworthy person, says Squeezy. Heard Buttigieg suspended his running today. Those are some of the worst candidates I've ever seen. Roll D6. I do have a D6 somewhere, I think. Is it here on my table? I used to have one. Oh, D8. I should say it wasn't a D6, it was a D8. I know that they're somewhere. Did I hide them? I don't know where it is. I recently cleaned my room. Oh well. I have a coin. I guess we can do anything with a coin. Enough coin flips, we can get down to anything. You can do anything with a coin flip. It just takes a long time. You can do D6 by... I guess D6 is going to be hard to do. How the heck would you... Yeah, you could... Oh my god, it would take so many coin flips. Anyway, let's just... Let's pick the best one based on their stats. So Hyper, I think that Stamina and Hyper... this is like... in my opinion, the number one priority. And I actually think the number two priority is starting money. So I already think that Trump is our best candidate. This guy is hyper and rich as well. So maybe Giant Meteor. Oh, the problem with Giant Meteor is he has giant meteorism. So his stuff is like kill all humans, which the whole population, for some surprising reason, does not support. Okay, they are both Trumpian populism. Frugal money is not going to help us. Little minority appeal, charisma of cold fish. Stamina and being normal is actually, that's the worst thing about him. And obviously the reason why I made, so this is, you can see the things that are in green. I don't think intelligence, I actually don't think media bias is that important either. I think these are not too important. It's a bobblehead. It's just very fun to play with. I do think that stamina and charisma are the most important two. And starting money. I would say 1, 2, and 3. So Rich McDougal did not defeat me when I did my previous thing, but yeah, I think we're going to go with Trump. We're going to go with Trump. And now we get to pick our candidate. Our opposition. Who are we running against? So, we kind of want to choose somebody with low stamina and low money. Wow, that does not really look like... Does it look like Andrew Yang? I guess they probably spent a long time on these. Normal, stamina. I actually would... Okay. Average money. Normal, frugal. We could run against Catherine Cortez. Normal. I mean, they're all this way. Oh, Sleepy. Maybe we could actually do a Joe Biden. I mean, we could do Trump versus Biden. Okay, look at what am I doing? Quickly, Tortuga. Straw poll to the rescue. Strawpoll.me. Don't be pulling this strawpoll.com on me. I know better. Our Republican nominee. And let me go back. I'm going to let you guys choose. No, okay, I'm not going to let you choose. Trump is just obviously the best candidate. I want to win. I did put this on tough difficulty. So, our Democratic opposition. And now you got to choose. Klobuchar, Yang, Sanders, I don't want to run against Cortez. I just don't know enough about her to make jokes and all that stuff. Biden, Bloomberg. I think Bloomberg would be kind of a fun candidate. Did I check his out yet? Oh, he has a lot of money though. Well, I'll put him on there. I reserve the right to veto. And Gabbard. Gabbard would be probably the easiest one. She does have a lot of stamina. The poor starting money, I think that's actually a difficult thing. Okay, so let me just... I'm not going to allow multiple poll answers, or will I? I will allow multiple poll answers, but I will do it this way. Okay, if you're in the chat right now, feel free. Yeah, I have a veto. Rie. Comet Space Program speaks to me. Alright, go, vote. Who do I want to vote for? I want to vote for Tulsi Gabbard, who I think is... Hyper. I think I want to vote for Bloomberg. He's got a lot of money. Okay, I'm going to vote for Biden, myself, because he's an easy one. I will vote for... I think I will vote for Warren as well. She has normal stamina. Okay, I'll vote for Warren. Normal and average. So he's slightly less intelligent and worse media bias than Elizabeth Warren. Huh. I wonder how they determine these things. Do they poll people for it, or they just come up with these themselves? Look at Yang has I don't know, that's a lot of stamina. Okay, yeah, and Amy Klobuchar we will definitely put on there as well. Vote. Okay, I should bring up somehow this. Sanders is in what may or may not be a political statement. Sanders is winning. So we'll probably go against Sanders. Yang is actually... Nope. He was running second. Now he's running third to Biden. 37 votes in so far. Lincoln was in the 2012 version of the game, says D's Nudes. I know. Abraham Lincoln here. Why the hell did they not add me as a presidential candidate? Says Abraham Lincoln. 37 votes, 31 watching. Well, I think that I allowed multiple votes. So, I mean, the clear competitor is Sanders. So we'll be going up against Sanders. He's ahead 12 to 6. So he's doubled the next person. All right, so let's go ahead and do next. I could have had an option to create my own, which we might have been able to do something interesting with. But anyway, it's too late. The Russian bots. All right, so we have 21 weeks to win, whatever that means. Of course, it means just getting enough electoral votes. All right, so we are starting where? We're starting in New York. That's also where Bernie Sanders is starting. I think it's a good idea to first consult our political strategy. So how are we going to intend to win? They've already come up with a strategy for us, and I generally don't change this. Wow. I wonder... Okay, so we got our work cut out for us in Alabama. South Carolina's good. North Carolina and Virginia, those are going to be the areas we have to work on. Utah's, we are going for Utah. Sorry, this is not Utah, this is New Mexico. Nevada, Utah, New Mexico, Wyoming. It takes me a second. If you gave me a map and enough time, I could do every state, but New Mexico. The hell is this? Colorado. Pfft. I was close. New Mexico, Oklahoma. Oh, I can see it on the right now. I have to not look at my cursor. That's Kansas above Oklahoma. Then we got Nebraska. Then we got South Dakota, North Dakota, to the east of that, Minnesota. Okay, I think I have the rest. I probably would get bogged down over here. The eastern seaboard. That's Rhode Island, Massachusetts, Vermont, Maine, New Hampshire. Do I have them backwards? Is this New Hampshire? Yeah, Vermont, New Hampshire. I had them backwards. All right. Well, that shows you the average American that doesn't even know where all 50 states is. Okay, what's our strategy though? I think this is fine. We'll let the computer determine it. 295. Hey, maybe we'll do better than this. We're up against Bernie Sanders, so I think this should be a difficult thing. I do want to take a look at what is our ideology tree. So, protecting our borders is one option. America first. And draining the swamp. +5 issue, +1, +2, +1. Mainly I want to get the independent voters, so +7 for this. I guess I don't really care about the Democratic importance. If we want to win, we probably need to get mostly secure our base. This is like the Trump way of winning. Secure your base, and then get independence. +50 issue stance, +30. Yeah, so this one seems to me protecting our borders. I'm actually surprised that that's so popular with the Democrats, but this seems like the best way to go forward. Okay, so let's start off by raising money. Now, New York is very wealthy, but we don't have much enthusiasm there. I don't know where... I think California has a lot of money, maybe Texas. I don't know the wealthiest states. It's one of the best things you can do is probably just set up... By the way, is there any... So we have headquarters. They have a headquarters in Pennsylvania. We already have a headquarters in New York. I think I'll upgrade that. So this will give me a moderate enthusiasm boost. Top 15 issues are available. So we want to see... At first you start with only 5 issues available. No, you don't even start with the so I think we'll upgrade this though. Wait, did it work? Yeah, it worked. And it should give us the... Yeah, we don't want to do that though. We don't want to upgrade it a second time. Money is just so important in this, is what I've found. Even though you can go over and somebody endorses you and then you lose some national enthusiasm, it doesn't seem that bad. I think we'll place an ad... No, maybe we'll do a speech first. So what I want to do is raise enthusiasm. Let me talk about what I'm trying to do. I want to raise enthusiasm. I know New York is not supposed to be... It's not supposed to be a Republican state. It's supposed to be like hardcore Democratic. However, we can raise... If we can raise enough money, we can really do anything. I think money is a huge limiter. So, California, New York, and Texas are the 3 wealthiest. Okay, good. So we're going to go to Texas next. That's, of course, the next place. That's where we have a huge base. So New York is not a place I'm trying to win. It's just a place I'm trying to get funds from. Or, hey, if we take it, that's huge. Or at least force Bernie to work really hard to keep it. Those would all be really good things. So I do think an advertisement campaign is going to be effective here. By the way, I don't know if it says $75,000 per week. Is that a cost or is that an... Because it costs $500,000 to do this, but is that a cost per week or is that how much money this is going to give me from like fundraising? I don't know. It says green, so I feel like it should be monetary income. But it doesn't also make sense that having this big... I mean, it could if it's like increasing fundraising. So, all right, anyway, let's just give a speech here, and then okay, this takes 5, and this takes 4, which we will be at... That'll be exactly everything we can do. So we'll give a speech, and then we'll put an ad up, and then we'll sit tight, and we'll begin our fundraising. Eventually, we'll come back to New York and do some fundraising. Actually, I'll just put an ad here. I don't think we need to do that. Anything else for now. Good jobs. I mean, who doesn't want good jobs? Reducing wealth inequality. It's probably not something, the Republicans are going to be in favor of. And mainly right now, we want to do something which... Oh, stopping the coronavirus. Everybody likes that, right? I want to do something which is going to get the Republicans amped up, since I want to take their money. I don't really care. I just want to take their money. So, good jobs. Let's see who is going to be against good jobs. So, we'll place this ad. And then I think I want to immediately start. Where are the battle states that we're expecting? I'm expecting Florida to be a... Wow, in this political strategy, they want me to take Pennsylvania? Are you nuts? It's going to be hard. Okay, well... Okay, what else do I see as a potential challenge here? They want me to take Colorado, but not New Mexico? What? No. No. No, let's not take this. Are we going to win? Yeah, okay, let's do it this way. I don't think we can take Colorado. We can get away. Okay, we are. Yeah, we're down 45-42. I don't know what they're talking about. Oh my god, New Mexico is... I did not know New Mexico swung so Democratic. So, in fact, yeah, we do need to write off New Mexico then. Interesting. Okay, we're looking good here. I'm looking in the bottom right, by the way. Alright, anywhere the Republicans are on top, we are going to be... Okay, we should be in the clear here. We're actually in the clear on Florida, which I'm happy to see. This is tight, 44-43. Virginia will be tight, we know that. Ohio's going to be tight, Indiana's going to be tight. Ohio's very tight. Missouri. Okay, and then how tight are these? Iowa we could get, but it's only 6. It's only 6. It's so funny. Like, it's a game. We're playing a game, right? But it's so weird the way it's like, nah, we don't care about that state. They don't have enough electoral votes. And if you think electoral votes is a reason to discount a state, if it was a true popular vote, huge areas of the United States would just be completely ignored. All right, Maryland's not going to vote our way. Yeah, I don't know. I did not realize Pennsylvania was that even. Must be those minors. And I mean, we're not expected to win anything in the northeastern area, I hope. New York's surprisingly close, and it's 29 votes, so we'll kind of give him a run for our money. A run for his money. With our money. You know, our money. Just because we want to fundraise there anyway. So I think I'm going to go down to Florida and start an ad campaign there. Wait, no. Florida is doing... Nah, but it's 29 votes, so let's go down and secure that. Let's go, Donald. And let's put an ad campaign here. Protecting Social Security seems like everybody likes that. That seems like Florida would just... All those retirement people would eat up the Social Security thing. Funding NASA, support for Israel. Wow, there's like almost nothing you can do that Florida doesn't want. But I again feel like Social Security would be a big issue for Florida in particular. Let's place an ad for that. Okay, good, and we're out of enthusiasm, or what is this called again? Stamina. So we'll go to the next turn. I think we've had a good start to our turn. We'll see. A town hall has appeared. Okay. So there's a town hall. We need to go to it. Bernie went to California, probably to raise money. And he went back to New York. And look at that. He's trying to combat me. That little... How dare he. So we need to go to Alabama this turn. Sorry, yeah, Alabama. We need to go to Alabama this turn. This is, by the way, these are potentially negative. These question marks are like, I think it's 50-50 chance for a negative or a positive. We do need to go here in order to start getting our ideology up. And the earlier you go here, the more, whatever this is called, energy that you convert to these things, protecting our borders. So if we go there right now, we can actually do this. It gave us 3. And now ideology points go up per usage, not per side. So if I do something, it's going to cost Bernie more to do it. So I think that even though this gives him plus 1% voter enthusiasm, it's essentially they're allowing for some reaction. Some people are not going to be happy with this. But, oh, this is just importance. This is not necessarily... I don't know if this is democratic importance. It may be that they don't want to protect our borders. I don't know how it's... I mean, that even phrasing it that way seems a little bit weird. But let's endorse this because I feel like this is the best for us. Protecting our borders. Building a wall does not strike me as... Oh my god, plus 100. Oh, issue stance is not a big deal. Plus 7%. I don't know if we want to go that way. But now you can see everything costs 4. And everything for Bernie now costs 4. So that was a good idea to do that. And now we want to... Do we want to go fundraise yet? Oh, we're actually okay on fundraising for a little bit. I want to go to Texas and start an ad campaign there. Or, yeah, I think I want to start an ad campaign here because I want to start getting our border protection. Well, how many... Let me just cancel. How many Democrats are even... 36%. Do we even care? We might even be able to just say forget about it and go with something that would piss off the Democrats. Funding NASA, everyone be happy about. Fracking, obviously not. Abortion rights, if we support, this is the pro-choice viewpoint then. So obviously we would want to oppose it to represent the pro-life viewpoint. I think funding NASA, supporting that seems to make everyone happy. Yeah, and we'll just let that ad run for a long time. Hopefully to get our base up in Texas. And once our enthusiasm increases, in fact, we can't do anything else yet. Okay. Yeah, once our enthusiasm goes up, how's our enthusiasm in New York? 16.5, not very good. So California and New York are the wealthy places, so we probably have to go tackle those. Now we could just roll the dice on this last point. We can go somewhere. What I was going to do is already plan ahead to go somewhere that we want to win or want to start campaigning in next turn. Okay, but let me look at the chat. Tortuga is basically how do I tame Florida man? Xviewers, I think it's more important that that makes that particular point a key position in the election. Texas is an important state for Republicans, yeah. So we could move here and just take the chance that this is a negative. Now we're killing it in Mississippi by default. It's just a place that's strong Republican to begin with. So. Or I can go to one of the places, either Virginia or Colorado. I could go to one of those two and just prepare myself to campaign there next turn. It's really fun. I really like this, the decisions. There's a lot of good, interesting decisions. Boy, Nevada run's actually pretty close, 43. In fact, we're behind, and I'm pretty sure that, we're not supposed to win that. Well, it's only 6 points, so it's not like we really need to try that hard, but seems pretty easy to swing. Does anybody know, I think maybe, who is it here who seemed to know? I'm zooming on the, D's Newts. Do you happen to know what the 4th most financially wealthy state is? I bet it's like Connecticut or something. Which is not going to be a place we can tap. Or Pennsylvania, maybe? And if it's Pennsylvania, it's the place we're supposed to win that, right? Oh, wait, our political campaign is... No, we want this. We want Iowa. We're up in it anyway. Why not go for these? We're up in Wisconsin. Just go for it. We're up in Michigan. Any place we're up in, we're going to try to take. We should not be up in those. 65% in Wyoming. Good lord. Yeah, we're going to be great all over here. Missouri, I'm actually surprised it's 47. I mean, I've been to the St. Louis area, and it's a city. Those big cities typically do swing more Democratic. Virginia is definitely a place we got to go. Florida is the next. Okay, so Florida, we already started our move there. I think that we're just going to go and drop an ad somewhere. Where's the most contested place that we don't own? Colorado. And we're trying to take Colorado? Okay, let's just go to Colorado and drop an ad there. Wait, Colorado is 9. Okay, it's worth it. Let's go. Alright, we could have gone here, but we didn't. Alright, another turn-based war game. That's right, That's basically what it is. What is that cheering thing? Do we need to worry about Alaska? No. And we don't need to worry about Hawaii. Alright, so let's maybe set up an ad here as well. Stopping the coronavirus. Who doesn't want to stop the coronavirus? My opponent supports or opposes stopping Bernie Sanders does not want to stop the coronavirus. Did you know, Colorado? So we're probably going to go with stopping the coronavirus. I feel like that's the only thing that people are going to be very happy about. So let's do it. Let's place this ad. 450 and 30,000. Good, let's do it. I probably should have done a speech in Texas before leaving. Oh, that's right, I didn't have enough points too. So, wow, New York is actually leaning my way now after just putting an ad in there. Speech, money. What's this? Oh, we can hire operatives. And this does not require... This is just money. Well, I don't think we need... Lowers opponent enthusiasm by 4. I don't think we need to hire an operative for Colorado. Yeah, I think an advertisement is enough. We're just going to spend a lot of money on advertisements. We're just going to take the Bloomberg campaign motto and just go with that. I don't like that... Oh, you know what I should have done? I'm stupid. I should have been building headquarters in these other places too. So let me go here and build a headquarters. And then I can go here and I won't have enough to build a headquarters, will I? How much does this cost? 4 stamina. It does not. So I could just immediately upgrade this headquarters, which I feel like is an okay thing to do. So we're going to want to take a lot of money out of this place eventually. We'll end our turn here. Town Hall has appeared, so we'll be going to Kansas this turn. Yeah, he did what I did. He basically went and built a campaign headquarters somewhere. Alright, let's go over to Wyoming. Kansas. Get these points. We could now invest in building a wall, but I don't think it's important. I think we should go with one of these other ones now. And look at draining the swamp. So, you know, whatever. Say what you will about the execution. The idea is great. So I think that if we were to run on that idea, that should be universally favorable. So let's do that. And by the way, Bernie Sanders did not choose to go with his town hall. I like to get those because you get the ideology points. Now, Florida right now is sitting pretty neck and neck. Newspaper coverage. How do I get newspaper coverage? Let's go to Florida and contest his whatever he's done there. What is this? How has he done this? No, it was an advertisement? Create an ad. I think this was an ad, right? Can somebody tell me what this newspaper coverage is? Is that an ad? Because mine show up as an advertisement. I don't know newspaper coverage. Is that something else? Speech? No, that's definitely different. That's ideology. We can take money. We don't need to take money yet. Oh. What? Oh, these are our assets, all the things we've done so far. Okay, our expenses are... Okay, this, to me, here we go. We can just count the advertisements. Each advertisement is what? Weekly loss 30. Okay, so it's 30,000 for an advertisement. Let's go to these assets. 1, 2, 3, 4. 120. So that means that these campaign headquarters actually do make you money. Okay, that's fantastic. And we have a... So there's really no reason not to upgrade them then. Although we already run an advertisement here. I kind of want... Maybe this is the right time to put like a cheerleader down, or maybe an intimidator. Lowers opponents' enthusiasm by 4 per week in the state. That seems amazing. Knock down campaign signs, put pressure on stations, and lower enthusiasm, keep people away from the polls using a variety of underhanded techniques. He'll also use overhanded technique. Underhanded, overhanded. That's some good. That's a clever one. Fixer. I think this just eliminates. Select the fixture and right click on an opposing operative. Yeah, this eliminates another person's operative. So you can basically use your money to put one of your own or to eliminate one of the ones that they have. Decrease opponent issue rating by 25%. Target state. We can do a cheerleader, which to me, a cheerleader sounds really good if you're going to try to... We should probably put a cheerleader in New York so we can get a lot of money out of them. That intimidator has 2 mouths. I see 1. Unless this is also a mouth. I wonder if this is a good place for that. I don't know what newspaper coverage is, though, still. Oh, newspaper coverage is a speech. I see. So it's like the coverage of what he talked about. So he talked about, I support for Israel. I think that we should build this. This is going to take 4 stamina, and then we go to New York. Okay, let's go to New York. And we'll probably drop somebody here. What all has been done here? Issue 29. Look at my enthusiasm. I just need an issue score. Support for Israel. Border protection is number 1. Wow. Jeez. So good jobs, which is what we gave our speech on. It's not necessarily the top issue. But yeah, we'll keep running. Do we have a campaign here? Do we have an advertisement in New York? Yeah, and this is for good jobs, I think, right? I think we've done a good job with that. The ticker at the bottom tells me what Sanders is doing each turn. Okay, but I don't see it right now. But how are we doing in the polls? This is a confusing chart. Well, according to this, we're gonna just dominate, completely smash him. All right, next turn. Ooh, oh, no you didn't, Bernie. Who do you think you are, Bernie? I think the first order of business is to build a upgraded HQ. Now we're down to no money. And that's why it's really important to start building money. But I wanted to make sure we build up our enthusiasm first so that we get a lot of money when we, ultimately do ask for money. Because I think it's a law of diminishing returns. The first time you ask for money, you get the most. So you want your enthusiasm the highest then. That's my opinion, at least. So what else can we do? I think we can give a speech here, which speeches are cheap. Let's do... First of all... Border protection. Well, it's a positive for independence, which might actually give me the gold. However, support for Israel is everybody, and we do the best for that. We're tied on good jobs. Now, I don't know. We're so far ahead on support for Israel that maybe we don't need to worry about that. Issue score. So why is my issue score so low when border protection swings so wildly my way? Support for Israel, I'm ahead. Good jobs, I'm ahead. Reducing wealth inequality, I'm certainly not ahead, but I'm so far ahead in the first 3, I feel like I should be good. Well, let's do support for Israel, a speech on that, because we already have an advertisement, I believe. Wait, I have a political operative here? What is going on? It says... Oh, there we go. What's this political operative? I don't understand that, but whatever. No, that's me. I see. I think it's labeling me twice. It's a little bit confusing. So it looks like 3 things, but I think this second one is actually me. But I'm not sure. So the advertisement, what were you on? Support good jobs. Okay, good. So let's give a speech on support for Israel. I support for Israel. Hooray! Hooray for me. Now, we can go ahead and raise money here. I think it's about time to do it. And we got 331. Not a whole lot. We'll hold off on that for now. And I want to go over and build a bigger HQ in Texas. Or I could roll the dice and just go for this random effect. We're pretty good in Arizona, so I don't think it's worth it. The good thing about one of the possible negative rewards is to lose all the rest of your fatigue. So doing it when you only have 1 point left is, in my opinion, a good idea. However, I think we should go over to Texas to build that up. So let's do that. Can end the turn. Bolting like a hungry cougar out of the starting gates, Donald Trump has taken an early lead in the polls, leaving opponent Bernie Sanders several steps behind. However, experts are quick to urge Trump not to get cocky. Trump's not one to get cocky, guys. Don't dismiss Sanders yet, one pundit noted. With both candidates just getting started, it's much too early to predict a winner. At the Trump camp, staff members are thrilled, but with the early results, Sanders can kiss my Republican butt. One intoxicated staff member exclaimed during a campaign party. In my eyes, he's already lost. Like I've been saying, you just don't mess president to be, well, literally President Donald Trump. Yeah, you can see that that's all just cookie cutter string insertion based on the name of the person running. Okay, so Texas is like red, 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 red. And the battlegrounds are Florida and New York. I think those are good battlegrounds to have. We're winning in New York. We're winning in Florida, and we're winning in New York. So let's give a rousing speech in Texas. We only have, see, this is the weird thing. We only have 50%. So you know what? I'm not going to give a rousing speech. I'm going to spend a lot of money here. And then I'm going to go to a town hall to spend a lot of points for this. Because we'll just let the enthusiasm continue to build up. We have advertisements and we have our new Tier 3 campaign headquarters, which I guess cannot be upgraded beyond that. So we'll go over here, take that town hall, give us some points. Let's give us 2 points, which is enough for us to enact draining the swamp. And I want to endorse that. Alright, that's good. It doesn't actually give the opponent any voter enthusiasm, which is great. So technically, what I interpret that as saying is the Democrats are not able to build off of that claim. Like, if you say we're going to protect our borders, Democrats can be like, no, that's, bad, immigrants are good, stuff like this. So there's an opposing viewpoint you can have. Nobody can really have a realistic opposing viewpoint of draining the swamp. So that's interesting. You're evenly matched on good jobs. The political operative is giving you bonus enthusiasm every time you move to New York. Oh, thank you, Otagon. Sorry, I almost said your name incorrectly, but then I corrected myself. So we have cutting the red tape, and we also have ridiculing ridiculing opponents on social media. I think we'll go with cutting the red tape. The role of government in regulating private industry is endlessly debated. Republicans tend to believe that regulation results in higher costs for consumers and slower innovation. Democrats tend to argue that regulation is needed to prevent private companies from running roughshod over the American people. That'll probably be our next thing. Somehow it doesn't give... I think that this should give Democrats something to fight back with. Should give them voter enthusiasm. They could say that, it's bad, capitalism, big business / monopoly is bad. So, it seems sensible enough that you could have that. Now, we're only going to have enough to move someplace, and we could either fundraise. I think we'll go back to New York, and we'll fundraise again. How's our enthusiasm there? It's 78%. We're doing great. And if we take New York, we just straight up win. Yeah, we're up to 90% now, so we can fundraise. Or we could drop an operative. No, we can't because they cost a lot of money. Can I just visit places and constantly just get more money? Okay, so 45, let's just visit here. This is a test. Yeah, goes up to 48 just by being visited. So where are our troublesome spots? Nowhere yet. We're actually doing really well. I mean, we're doing very well. Florida is now sitting very Republican. And it's funny, we're actually leading in New York, and if they lose New York, they're just dead. So we'll go, I think we'll just go around in a loop here. We'll go back, 81, 83, and back to Texas. Oh, it does take money to fly. Well, that makes sense. Town Hall. Bernie Sanders throws his full support behind diversity. Hard to argue with that. You've been invited to appear on the later show with Stephen Colbert. This show follows a typical late-night show format, though Coldcut has retained much of the satirical edge he employed on his past show. His audience generally skews liberal. Also, don't let the comedy stuff fool you. Coldcut knows his stuff. I agree. Colbert's a very intelligent man. Well, let's go ahead and do it. Welcome back to the later show. Trump's presidency continues despite a long history of unsatisfied and degrading women left behind it. Oh, gosh. We attempted to reach out for comment on this, but Nancy Pelosi wouldn't return our calls. Oh, my gosh. It's very funny. Members of the media, such as myself, are contemptible jackals. Just awful. But we are contemptible jackals that society needs. How would your administration treat the press? Good Lord. Do they even do it in like a Trumpism? I have 47 seconds. I do better than the current administration. That is my favorite answer. I will do better than the current administration. I love it. That was nice of you to say. I don't know that I'd return the favor. Yes. There are some bad apples. We need the media. It's the guillotine. I can't deny there's bad actors within the media, and we'll treat them carefully. But the K-tree needs the media. There are some bad apples. Wait. It's the guillotine then. That is the guillotine. I think the best, most satisfying answer is going to be there are some bad apples. Let's do this. Hey, the people liked it. Guillotine. Everybody wanted guillotine. How much money have you collected from donors? They didn't give it to you for nothing. So what promises have you made to your donors? Sexy promises? My arms are real sore. Let's just... What? Doesn't even make sense. I get donations from regular Americans. I can actually... Funny thing, everything I read in Trump's voice. I get my donations from regular Americans and have only promised to do things regular Americans want. The system isn't that bad. Sexy and private. I've made no promises. Everyone who donates to me is doing so because they respect my judgment. I've made no promises to them. I think this is the best answer by far. That'll keep you busy then. That you're not wrong. There's a lot of problems this country needs fixed. That's why so many are donating to me. They think I can fix them. Boy, that's an answer I wouldn't... That's a good answer. I'm not afraid of work. I've never turned down a hard job. They mostly ask for the same thing. Let's say this. Just seems like the best answer again. Hooray! Thank you and good night. Stay tuned for the late show, where their guests are even more obscure and forgettable than ours. Trump's makes case to voters. Brave answers on Trump impresses. Huh. We impressed. So we have almost no money, which means that this turn is going to be full of screaming children. Fundraising. Is it time to make our first request? No. We're going back to New York. I really think that we got to sap a little bit more out of New York before... By the way, is there a town hall? Oh, God, there's a town hall in Hawaii. Well, let's go there first. Didn't kick that much money. 256. And now I have enough ideology points to do the cutting of red tape, which I think is important. +1 issue importance, +2 Republican, and +1 independent. It seems good. Just seems good to me. And then we can do better private insurance. That seems interesting. It's a possibility. We can go back to New York, and we can give a speech there in preparation for asking for more money next turn. Let's first... Oh, do we have a maxed out thing? We don't. But we can't afford to do it then? Oh, that's the Democratic one. We already have the most maxed out. Yeah, we already have it. Yep. And our advertisement is still going strong. Oh, it actually boosts surrounding states too. That's so interesting. By the way, we're supposed to win Pennsylvania. I probably should visit them at some point. You know, eventually. Let's give a speech. That's right. That's what I was doing. I was going to check what are the issues here. Border protection. Should we just go for it? Should we just... I think good jobs would be an important speech to give as well. We could do reducing wealth inequality. Actually, it's not a negative for Republicans. Let's do good jobs, just to boost this good job support. This gives you a large enthusiasm boost. Let's give the speech. We're at 100% enthusiasm. That's awesome. And we'll end the turn here, and we'll fundraise next turn. Okay, where was Bernie coming from? Oh, we have to go to a town hall in Vermont. So, beyond fighting systematic racism. Doesn't seem like anybody could really be opposed to that. We'll give a speech first because that got our enthusiasm up to 100%. I'm starting to figure this out. Support for Israel. Let's give this speech. Then let's ask for money. It worked! I'm starting to learn how to play the game. Oh my gosh. You can't do any better on border protection than you currently are. Oh, is that what... There's no room left. I see. So 100. It's what, a scale negative 100 to 100 then? Support for Israel. We're doing great. We're doing great on border protection. We're doing good on good jobs. We got it. We're dead heat. 48%. 48%. I feel like this would be a good place if we had the money to actually drop a fixer. Hire an operative. I'm sorry, a cheerleader or probably, honestly, an intimidator. How many weeks left? 8 out of 21. We just need to raise more money and then we can hire one. But we do need to get this, so let's go and do that. That did take 2 of our things. Was that like a bust or something? Was that a joke? Did I get anything from that? I must have messed up somehow. Let's review though. So any place we're doing this, these advertisements is really having an impact. So it's kind of cool. You can do the math. Like you can stagger your advertisements like every other state to hit all the surrounding ones. Like South Dakota would actually be a good place because it would give us a lot of... I mean, these are not places that are contested, but you could even put one in Nevada, which we're not expected to win. But if we put one, it gives us Arizona, Utah, Idaho, Oregon, and California. I mean, at least we can lower Bernie's enthusiasm there, I think. So we need to raise money. How's our enthusiasm here? Okay, we're doing great in Texas. What I think we're going to do is travel to Florida. No. We need to travel. See, we're losing these. We need to put an advertisement here. Okay. We need to go and put an advertisement. I think we need to put an advertisement in North Carolina. And we probably need to drop a thing. One of those things. A political headquarters. And then, okay, political headquarters, advertisement, and that should help us both in Virginia and in South Carolina. Okay, let's do it. Zoom. So we probably should have traveled somewhere else first because we can't do what I want to do this way. All right, let's go and to Texas, raise our money, and then we'll leave from there to do the plan that I have just outlined. My enthusiasm is capped in New York, you say. Oh my god, I'm reading them backwards. I'm the bottom number. Derp, derp, derp. I see. Whoever's leading, it shows the leading person, and then to the right, it shows on the enthusiasm. Okay, got it. So New York, we don't have to do anything there. It's really good to know. Thank you. Odegon's really helping me out. Okay, so our enthusiasm here is not yet to 100%. I think a simple speech will fix that. We should know exactly what the candidates... Okay, we're fossil fuel... Okay, we're going to fossil fuel industry. We're going to do it. We're only at an 8 there. Let's people are going to be so happy with our fossil fuel industry. I support it. Give the speech. 99.4. Give me your money. 368. Not bad. We might need more than that. However, if we go right now, I think it takes 4 to set up one of these. So I can go over here and set one up and then prepare myself. Or I could set up an advertisement. I guess we'll do the advertisement first. We'll come back and we will ask for more money from Texas. We're not done with asking for money from you. However, enthusiasm doesn't necessarily equate to votes, which is why Bernie is listed on top. He polls better in New York despite your higher enthusiasm. Yeah, I agree, but enthusiasm I think has an impact on your fundraising ability. I'm hoping, because that's my operating principle right now. So yeah, we'll go over here and I just don't know. If this costs 4, it's perfect. Okay, I have only a normal one. I can upgrade from a distance, and it takes that. That's so perfect. I don't even have to go there to upgrade. I'm an idiot. You only have to go there to build it. So we'll go over here. We'll build one next turn, and then we'll do an advertisement. Reparations for slavery. Wow, that's an interesting one. I think I saw somebody doing that, though. Okay, we need to get over there this turn, so let's do this. We need to do this. Build. And now we need to do a campaign or an advertisement thing, which I guess we ought to figure out what their border protection is really important. We're already doing great. State unions, we're not going to do well on that. Draining the swamp is a good one, fantastic. And assault weapons ban we're not going to do that. Diversity, I doubt we're going to win that. So I think we're honestly just going to have to pour points into draining the swamp here. Oh, let's look at the surrounding places. Draining the swamp, draining the swamp. Traditional values. Can I do one for... Draining the swamp is there. That's fine. So if draining the swamp is going to fit... Yep, draining the swamp. So draining the swamp is going to fit in nicely in the surrounding areas. Let's do draining the swamp. Okay. We don't have enough money to upgrade this one, I believe, but we can go over here. Why are these not giving me any... I need to probably do it right away in the first part of the turn. Stamina 13, fundraising 5, okay. Yeah, well, I mean, this advertisement has really helped us, though. And let's see, we have 2 points. We can... I think what we should do is go visit New York. Actually, we should go visit Florida, just get the enthusiasm up there, and then travel back over to Texas. Wait, we're supposed to win Ohio, and we're losing it. So let's go here. We'll be back, and then let's go to raise money. Our enthusiasm is 100% here, by the way. That's awesome. Michigan and Ohio, but we don't... Oh, we are expected to win Michigan. Damn it. Yeah, this is going to be tough. We're going to have to... This is good. I like it. I like the challenge. Pick your running mate, George W. Bush. Okay. Giant meteor. Mike Pence, who's, you know, obvious for some reasons. Mitt Romney. Or Rich McDougal. George W. Bush seems like a pretty solid running candidate. Janice Hope wants Meteor, which, you know, hey, I don't blame you. Oh, he's rich. But, wait. He's not a tycoon. George W. Bush is a tycoon, which you can see how important money is. It's so important. So I think I like George W. Bush. The media bias is bad, but cold fish and little for this one means that Romney's not really good. He's frugal. I mean, he's rich, but he also wants to kill everybody. So that's, you know, a small strike against him. Can I create my own? That, you know, what would be great is if we could create another one. I should have created another one before. But only 10 points, they're just never going to be as good as the options they give you. Let's go with George W. Bush. Bernie Sanders throws his full support behind gay marriage. And that means everyone's ideology costs are increasing. Keeping a fair distance between himself and his opponent, Donald Trump has continued to reign supreme in the polls through the first half of the election cycle. It's a real thrill to see these kind of numbers come in, one of Trump's aides told us this week. We can only hope this trend continues right through election night. Over at the Bernie Sanders camp, political consultants are working overtime to find a chink in Trump's armor. We still have half of the campaign to bring our numbers up, one staff member noted. We are all optimistic, and our message is a good one. Don't count Sanders out of the running yet. All right, so George Bush, if you could just win Ohio for me, I would be in your debt. Damn it, but didn't bring in money. I was hoping he would bring in money. It looks like money is not important. So that's a little disappointing. We're solidly losing some of the places we need to win. And I think at this point it's time to fundraise the crap out of Texas. Give me your money. We are at 100% enthusiasm, 72%. I mean, we're doing great. We can't have a better time to raise funds than now. 331, which is just not a lot of money. I want to make sure that we're not missing any round tables or anything. Okay. Raise more money. I think this is important. I don't even know how the hell is Sanders getting all this money? Oh, I guess speeches are cheap. We could just go around the country making speeches. I think we also want to upgrade our HQs as we bring in money. We want to spend it immediately. I think the advertisement was a really good one. So this was a speech. We have an advertisement. That should help us win. The last one was Florida. So we can do fundraising in Florida. Wow, we're actually not winning. That's crazy. Oh, so he chose Amy Klobuchar. Interesting. It'll be very interesting to see in real life how the 2020 election stuff winds up. Okay, so we need to go and spend more time in the swing states, the places which are important. I think we want to put Sanders opposes supporting... Did I say that? This is from Trump? Oh, this is interesting. So George Bush, I think, decided to try to make people think Bernie Sanders does not support LGBTQ stuff, and that's going to be a tough sell if you ask me. All right, so what states do you border? You border 1, 2, 3, but you border very important ones. Alternatively, you border important ones. So Indiana, Ohio borders important ones. I think our advertisement has to go to Ohio, and then we got a speech. We got to do a speech in Pennsylvania because we're losing Pennsylvania. We got to react early. So let's go here. Put our advertisement down. Let's look what's important here. Blue collar. Let's do... Wow. Okay, blue collar jobs, we're going to win. Border protection, we're going to win. Coal mining. Draining the swamp is big. Is draining the swamp in the Pennsylvania? No. But good jobs is... Good jobs is not here. Damn it. How much does this cost? It costs 4 stamina to do these. I probably should build a lot more of these earlier because they do give you money. This does surround a lot of states though, so I'm just going to put an advertisement down. That's going to take away 4. We have no town halls. I don't know why the town halls aren't generating anything for me. So we're still stuck at 2 points here. It's going to take 6 to get... So we've been outplayed a little bit in that front, which is very disappointing. Okay, I think we're going to build our HQ here. We have to combat their HQ. And then we're going to travel to New York. No, we're going to travel to Florida and then back. No, we're going to travel here and then back. We are not doing well in some of the places we want to. But on the other hand, we did win New Mexico, which is not worth very much. So let's reevaluate based on the let's just pick states exactly how they are. Yeah, we're actually losing these. We're losing Wisconsin too. So let's just pick them how they are so that we know where we need to focus. Indiana is in our favor. Ohio is not. Michigan is not. Pennsylvania is not. So as of right now, we would lose. South Carolina's not. Florida's tied. Yeah, and then we have a lot of support in places. So we don't really need all the support in Texas. Obviously, this is the problem, is that we need the money. Is Bernie raising all this money? It's a crazy man. We need to get some wins. Okay, so now let's start prioritizing the places we want. I think Ohio and Michigan. Iowa, we can win easily. Well, let's focus on that one. So let's go to Ohio, and just visiting places gives us small enthusiasm increase, so maybe go to Wisconsin. I kind of want to build a... We could upgrade this. Wait, upgrading doesn't cost money? No, yeah, it does cost stamina. I mean, maybe go visit these places. Okay, and the town hall has appeared. Let's do the town hall first this time. Wow, Mississippi. Bernie must give really good speeches. Okay, we got 5 points, which is not enough to do any of the stuff we want, but that's fine. Now let's just hope this advertisement works. Didn't we build it? We didn't do an advertisement there. I need to do an advertisement. If we go there, we'll have 1 point left over after the advertisement. I think we might... Yeah, we got to do it. Let's go and do the advertisement. Draining the swamp is important. So that's good for us. Diversity, we're not going to win that one. Less regulation, we already win it. So let's do draining the swamp. As long as that is an issue. God, and how do we not win this one? Auto industry, just go and give a speech, for crying out loud, Trump. We can win this so easily. The state will be more difficult to win than because it traditionally supports your opponent's party. Your enthusiasm in the state is 13%. Yeah, we got to go there and just do stuff. But so let's do let's see what our options are again. Border protection is important, but we're already at 100%, so we can't do better there. We can do auto industry, which will not help us. Traditional values, I'm seeing that. I'm seeing fixing infrastructure. Good jobs. But ultimately, we have to do something about... Yeah, I think draining the swamp is important. Build more HQs, says Sir Scott. This is tough. This is tough. I probably need to do more attack campaigns too. Whoa, 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 whoa. Did not know you could rotate that. Did not want to. How is Mississippi swinging? And Florida's still ours. Okay. 105,000 means we actually need to raise more money as well. Damn it. What is Bush doing? Okay, at least he went to Indiana. That's good. And he did what? Sanders opposes... So I guess his mission is just to say everything that is clearly so completely opposite the truth. Our enthusiasm is still 100% in New York, so maybe we can go and raise money there? We do need more money, but I feel like we're going to get more money from Texas. We might as well go places and raise money, places where we can make an impact, though. Ohio is not very wealthy. Let's go here. Let's keep visiting. God, he keeps doing all these ideologies, and how is he getting... He must be getting a lot of town halls that I'm not seeing. We're back ahead now in South Carolina. Probably just a visit to Mississippi and a speech will do it there. Let's go to Michigan and let's... wait, what did he do? He said Sanders opposes lower taxes. That's pretty convincingly true. We can go there and just give a speech. Let's do that. Let's go and talk about auto industry. I think we'll do that in Texas. Why somebody's in Texas is beyond me, but... Raise funds, 250. You can see it gets less and less every time, but we need the money. 220. Okay, we have 500,000. We can probably take out another ad or increase our HQs. I don't know. I think we're actually doing it, though. I think we're actually starting to do it. So we are going to take this one, I think, and we're going to take Ohio in the end. How are we doing? We're ahead. Okay, so we just need this map to exactly reflect what's going on here, and we win. And it's all the purple states that mattered then. If we have enough money, we can do another advertisement in Wisconsin, which will also impact Michigan, and it'll also impact Iowa. Okay, that's a good idea. We got to do it in Wisconsin then. Good, 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 good. Ooh, ha, ha, ha. I think we're going to do it, guys. All right. Look at George W. Bush. He's ahead of me. So they are really trying to win Colorado after I poured early resources into that, and I think that might be a runaway train for me. We're actually back ahead. What? Bernie is just crazy, man. He's flying around like a madman. He's still going. Oh my gosh. It doesn't end. So our advertisement there is probably paying off in a big, big, big way. I think we should go and give speeches. We should go to Florida, and we need to... That's what we need to do. We need to go to Florida. We need more money. I need more money. It's getting really small now. I need to go to Florida. All right, it's there. And get an intimidator to lower opponents' enthusiasm. And a smear, probably a smear campaign. I'm a smear merchant as well. What is this? Smear. Oh, this is not mine. Let's kill this guy. So let's first fixer, hire him. Hey. Hey, kill this guy. How does it work? How does it work? Is this... Where did he go? Did I do it right? Did I mess it up? Oh, there it is. Okay, good. So let's do this, and then do this. Got it. Did it. Hooray! Florida's now in our favor. Fantastic. Okay. So let's go to... Well, Florida, actually. We want to raise money here. Let's give a speech. What do the people want to hear? They want to hear support for Israel. They want to hear protecting Social Security. We will give a speech on protecting Social Security. What is my advertisement here? I forgot. Oh, it's supporting Social Security. So we already are working that angle. Ah, he's also working it. So we need to give a speech on that to get ahead then? Social Security. Yeah, let's do a speech on protecting Social Security. Let's give another speech on that eventually, but for now, I think we just need to raise some money. 140, it's not a whole lot, but can I somehow stop his... I wonder if there's a way I can stop his advertisement. You know, like pay off the marketing people. We have 5 points. It's not good for anything. Okay, fine. And is there a town hall? We're not missing a town hall. So I think we're good. Florida's looking very winnable now. We're heading South Carolina. Mississippi's just not enthusiastic. We'll go there, probably give a speech, and then things should clear up, I think, quickly. Okay, and then we can always So this is a swing state. I think in Ohio we will want to upgrade this HQ next turn. Okay, let's do that. Okay, so we already have swung Mississippi back into a swing state. Swung it back into a swing state. That's confusing. Bernie is flying around like a madman once again. We are no longer ahead in Florida again. We do need more money. Texas. Where's Texas? New York was actually giving me pretty decent money. Wait, I thought I put an advertisement in New York. There it is. I do have a thing there. So let's upgrade this, which is going to be expensive. That means I won't be able to do an advertisement. But I think it's okay. We only have 6 weeks left. It's probably going to help me win Ohio. We are already winning Ohio. Okay, we could go to Michigan and put one there instead, which makes more sense to me. Okay, we can also make this one bigger. How much would that cost? Okay. How much does this stuff cost? 100,000? That's not much. Please tell me how much you cost. Can I find out? 100,000. I don't think it's only 100,000 to upgrade. Okay. Odegon says upgrading HQs with less than 10 weeks left is nearly always a poor idea. Thank you. It must be really expensive then. So let's go and give speeches then. Now the last 6 weeks I think we'll just focus on speeches, which will be cheap. Maybe advertisements if we can do it. I think our idea to put an advertisement into Wisconsin was a good idea. Let's go and do that. Okay, so what can we do? What's an important thing? Good jobs. I imagine that good jobs would be good here as well. Paid family dream in the swamp, we should win. Farm subsidies, well, shoot. Any farm subsidies here? No. Good jobs. I think good jobs is just a nice one to run on. Except for it just doesn't affect Michigan. I feel like there should be an overlap between good jobs and auto industry, but we can go back and give another speech for... We can do it. We can just give more speeches. For now, let's do this advertisement. Good jobs. Everyone will be happy. Fixing the roads? No, we don't want to do that apparently. But that's it. Draining the swamp, we should already be way ahead. Okay, border protection we already have. Draining the swamp, we're at 35. But good jobs, this would put us ahead in Wisconsin. The question is, will it put us ahead in fixing the roads? I'm just looking for an overlap between the two. Fixing the roads is, see, would be bad for Republicans here in a weird way. Everyone would like good jobs. Or what we could do is we could say that Bernie will not drain the swamp. No, that's not really going to help us too much. Good jobs is definitely the important one here. But what's the important one here? Probably just need to go and give speeches here because they're so like precise, and you can't run a general one. Farm subsidies would be, it's going to be very easy for us to go and just give speeches to collect these two. What can I do? Farm subsidies here? Cannot. Alright, well, good jobs it is then. Place job, place that. We're negative. Let's go collect money. Texas, oh Texas. 150. I guess we can go try raising money from Florida as well. Yeah, 132. Just don't have the money. Not a whole lot of money. Okay. Let's see how we're doing now. Voters indecisive as election draws near. So this is bad. We've gone from good to bad. Town halls appeared. I don't even think that town halls are worth it because we need 8 to get our next one. I guess I can try. Okay, we got 8. Yeah, let's do it. Wow, we actually changed Connecticut just like that. Pretty crazy. This is now a swing state where we're leading. All right, all right. They came to their senses. They came to their senses. That was a really, really good turn for us. Pennsylvania's actually close. Virginia's close. These are not contested anymore. Mississippi's looking good. Florida's still tight, so I need to collect some money. I'm gonna go to New York for this money. Yeah, this is a very rich area. Then we just want to visit the places that they're visiting and probably go visit. Okay, where do we want to visit? 42. Wisconsin's looking good. 48's looking good. These are all looking good now. A second. Okay, sorry about that. Took a brief break. What were we? We have 1 point left. So this is really about where we want to do. I think we want to put another operative, which we can do. They're so cheap now. I wanted to go put an operative in here to lower their enthusiasm. That's what I want to do. You've been invited to appear on Good Day. This is a morning show with some slightly over-caffeinated hosts, where the questions will be more about character issues. You will be able to get your message out to a broad audience while avoiding difficult questions that may alienate voters. Okay. Doesn't seem like a good idea to ever decline these opportunities. Whatever. This coronavirus thing, this is very scary. What should we do to keep our country and our people safe from diseases like that? We should ban diseases. It's clear. The thing is to remain calm. This is actually what he said, so I feel like I should just choose this. Don't panic and listen to our experts. That's also true. I think this is a good answer. And there's applause. Seems like the disease is causing quite a bit of damage, too. Panic causes far more damage. Well, I don't want to spread panic. There's very little regular Americans can do about this. Let the experts handle this. Panic causes far more damage. I don't mean to dismiss the disease, but the panic and economic damage and open racism we've recently seen are causing far more damage. Definitely not the bottom one. I know I should have chosen ban diseases. The best early game power move is to drop a fully upgraded HQ in California so you can fundraise like a madman later. Oh, thanks, Odegon. It's interesting. Panic causes far more damage. I think this is a good answer. It's mediocre. One of our viewers wrote into us and asked if you'd be in favor of raising the minimum wage. If anything, if anything, people should be paying employers. Raising the minimum wage will cost us jobs. That seems like it could work for a Republican candidate. I don't like telling businesses what to do. I think this is the best answer. Let's do this. Really? How does that work? Higher wages mean they can afford less employees. Well, that seems to make sense to me. Oh, it did. It did make sense. Voters please with showing on Good Day. Okay, national debt clock has just passed 25 trillion mark, which all agree seems like a pretty big number. Many voters have used this milestone to demand the government balance its budget, reduce its debt, and otherwise stop spending so much. We got an unhappy camper here, so we'll have to finish this stream very quickly. We'll just pile through the last 4 weeks and see if we have done enough. I think we'll get a lot of speeches, which should... I mean, now it's just down to very minor things, I think, like speeches. It's going to make the difference. But we should go back to here and do fixing the roads. Yeah, I think we should go back and give a speech on fixing the roads. I support fixing the roads. And that has made people very happy with us. Let's go to Iowa and say that we support farming subsidies, which we do. All right, that worked. We just undercut Poor Bernie. And now with the 1 point we have left, 49, 47, we're ahead there. We're so close in Florida. This is funny because 29 points. Are we supposed to win Florida? Yes, we are supposed to win Florida. If we don't, we will lose. Okay, that's actually just enough. The thing is, my enthusiasm is already full there, so we actually need to go fundraise a little bit of money, and then we need to go over there and... I mean, I think there's no other way of doing this. We have to take some money from New York or wherever we want, and then we have to go to Florida and put some kind of person in there, like a fixer. So I think that's the thing to do. We're also not winning Pennsylvania, which are we supposed to? No. We're close enough that probably worth doing this. Okay, let's fundraise here. And now let's... what are you going to do? Okay, let's see how we're doing. Iowa's down. 3 weeks left, but let's just make sure we win Florida. This is important to me. So, I think Intimidator or Spin Doctor increases your... I think this is more important. Decreases opponent issue rating. Let's do that. Oh, look at that. That was so huge. We're doing well here. Missouri, we are losing. Are we supposed to win it? We are. So we'll have to go over here. But do we have enough money to drop an advertisement? I don't think so. Wow, we're so close to taking Pennsylvania. Let's go and just... Wow, how are we losing it? And just enthusiasm? Let's go do coal mining, get coal mining up. That should be enough to make it so we win. I support coal mining. There it is. Hooray! And do you want to give me money? Because you're not that poor, are you? Uh, 121 is something to work with. Okay, we're doing okay. We just need to go back to Missouri now and make sure we give speeches there and in Iowa. So I think we can... Looks like we're going to take Wisconsin. Yeah, so is this matching our map? This is matching our map, I think. Everything is matching. We just need to make sure we win this one. Yes, win. Kentucky's looking good. Is anybody seeing anything which is not matching what I'm seeing? We're even winning Minnesota, which we have not decided to like try to win or whatever. Yeah, we've won all these states pretty convincingly. It looks like everything is swung pretty heavily back in our favor. This has been a fun ride, though. Tough is, I think, the ideal difficulty. You're going to win, but it's going to be tough. Pennsylvania's close. I mean, we could still lose it. I think that last speech really put us over the top, and we can do... So coal mine... I mean, the top issues were... We can even support fracking. We can support good jobs. Why don't we just support good jobs next time? Town halls appeared. I don't know if I care. Those have not been very successful for us. Florida's back. Did they spend money to kill my guy? They did, I think. I think I want to go back and put another one in there. How much does it cost to put one in? 280. A spin doctor would be cheaper, though. So we're winning in Pennsylvania. We're winning convincingly in Washington, Michigan. These, we've actually like completely eliminated the possibility of losing these. I feel like one good speech on farm subsidies will be enough here. So let's give that speech on farm subsidies. We have 0 ideology points. There's no way we're going to get up to whatever we need, so we're not going to focus on town halls anymore. Let's go and try to win the places that we want to win. So really, it comes down to South Carolina. Florida is so tough. Enthusiasm's 100%. I really think we need to go to Iowa, give a speech on farm subsidies. Okay, that's fine. Speech, farm subsidies. Okay, and then Missouri, we also need to go there. And we'll give a speech on deficit reduction. That's not, the other ones don't fit. Well, we might as well go here because it's going to be worth it, I think. This is week 20. We're close. They're edging us in Florida, though, so we need to... Okay, let's give a speech on, what was it? Deficit reduction? Yeah, deficit reduction. In Iowa, we're barely ahead. In Missouri, we're barely ahead. In Kentucky, we're ahead. We've got these kind of under wraps, I think. So the next thing is to go to Florida, do some fundraising. Okay, let's just do this, though. Just have his 10 touchdown, receive 500,000. Yes! Yes! We don't have to fundraise anymore. We could do an advertisement here, actually, which would mean that we will convincingly win, but I feel like it's better to... It's better to put a person in here. We could go here, fundraise. I don't know why we need to fundraise, so... feel like we need this guy. We need our operatives here. So let's go down here and just buy a bunch of operatives. And then we can spend the next turn doing whatever we need to. Okay, so get a spin doctor. No. I think a smear camp, an intimidator. Can we get more than one? I want this guy. Yeah, we can't buy more than one. I think that's worth it, though. Let's go visit South Carolina, just to make sure that they know we love them. I think we got to go back to Missouri and give another speech there. To hold it down. To lock it. Well, Pennsylvania, we actually, yeah, we probably need to... We need to invest in a person here as well. Looks like we can only do one turn. Let's go back over to Missouri. We need the enthusiasm there. Comes down to the wire. Okay, here we go. So they went and they gave a speech. We're still behind there. They both went to Florida. What are we? What the fuck, Bush? What are you doing? What are you doing in Massachusetts? What? Maybe it wasn't the right thing to hire George Bush as my running partner. It's not really not the most intelligent decision. So Missouri's a lock. Kentucky's a lock. Ohio's a lock. Pennsylvania is probably... Let's do it this way. These are all ours. We lost this. If we lose Florida, we can still win. If we lose Florida, we can still win, which is crazy. So it looks like we will lose Florida. It's just too close. We need to make sure we hold South Carolina. Yeah, so I think as long as we're holding these down, which we really do appear to be, that seems like a lock. Missouri. I really want to go to Florida, and did they kill my guy again? I think I want to go to this and do so on issues. Probably want to go, and how are we losing this though? We're like better off in every way. Why is our issue score worse? Let's go and say we have support for Israel. We're behind in Pennsylvania. We could just focus on Pennsylvania. Look at, they have two guys here. Smear merchant, two smear merchants. Does that mean that we win if we can take one of those two out? All right, let's do this. Let's buy a fixer and use one. Got him. We're still behind. Yeah, so it didn't matter. Probably wasn't the right thing to do. So let's go here, just give a speech. I think we're going to be okay, though. Support for Israel, that's the one I wanted, right? Yeah. Let's give a talk on the support for Israel. I think that our opponent opposes support for Israel might be even better. Was that a genius move? Maybe. I don't know. Hey, it worked! We got him up to 49%. Yes! Yes, it was a good move. Okay, is there something here we can... Should we double down? Let's just double down on Florida. We also want to say that we protect Social Security. All right, 2 points left. Let's just go visit the South Carolina, the ones that are closest to not winning. Ohio's 4%, 3%. So probably Kentucky, Missouri, Kentucky. Yeah, I think we'll do that. We'll go here. We'll go here. And we will see if it was all enough or not. Cross your fingers. Here we go. Election night. We're losing. It's 23-0, 33-0, 47-0, 79-0. That's fine. Okay, we did not take... Okay, good. We took that one. We did not win. Oh, yes! We got Florida. Okay, we got this. We got this. All right, all right. Just wait for the 124, 112. And we're getting all the middle states. Obviously, Illinois goes Democratic. Louisiana. Missouri went. Yep. Okay, good. All right, we're getting them all. We got them. Woo! So, this is so interesting. It's a pretty fun campaign, Tycoon management game, as I mentioned. We can lose all the rest of these. We only needed 287. I forget what the magic number is exactly. Trump wins. So I hope you enjoyed that. I really did. And, well, it was a pretty long stream, but gives you a good idea of what you can expect if you decide to embark on a journey in political machine 2020 yourself. For now, I'm going to wrap this one up. So have a good Sunday evening, or for those of you joining live, that is. For those of you watching the replay, hope you enjoyed it. Sorry about the streamish things, but that's all just streamish things. Kids screaming in the background, interruptions here and there. Fun time. So go and make your own candidate. Maybe THG and I will play against each other. THG will probably be doing a video on this soon as well. And I'm going to wrap this up. So until the next stream or video, thanks for watching. Thanks for joining. Thanks to all the people in chat. Chief Jawali, Finnish Jaeger, X-Fears, Rie, Magnus Gudmundsson, Odegon, and plenty of other people who... Josh Street came in at some point. Sir Scott. Everyone who joined, thank you. If you didn't join this time, hopefully I'll catch you for the next stream. But for now, that's it. Take care.